Hello, I'm happy you're here. Welcome back to whatever is happening around here. We've got a lot to do. I've got a lot to try to catch up on. My downstairs is exploding, and what I would love to accomplish this week, I'm not even gonna say like today, just like this week, it's Monday for me. What I would like to accomplish this week is to mop my floor, because it feels like I can never get close enough to actually do the floors, because I'm just so focused on trying to get the regular life stuff done. And it's also like springtime here, so it's a little bit mud season, so my dogs keep tracking in mud all of the time, but we gotta try to get to the floors this week. Hello, beautiful girl. What are you doing? Oh, double trouble. Also, it's like a little update, because if you've been watching these vlogs, you know that I have not been feeling well. I've been feeling a little ill for over a month now. My throat is just still sore, so I think that it's finally time to think about going to like a walk-in care and seeing if something is going on more than just like your regular sore throat. It's not too bad right this second, but it's not great. It's not great, and I think I've got something maybe going on a bit more than just the run-of-the-mill sore throat. So I think we're going to try to do that at some point as well. Bite the bullet and go see someone about it, which is something I avoid doing because healthcare system reasons. I try to just not see a doctor ever and just hope for the best. When will I have the time to do that? I am not fully sure yet. It's how seriously I take my health. It's not great. It's not great. I should be better about it, but I'm not. So because it's Monday, I'm planning to have a cleaning call with my friend. I have a to-do list that I wrote yesterday that I wanted to do yesterday, but I just ended up not, it was rainy all day, and yeah, it just wasn't gonna happen. So the kids are playing before school, and yeah, hi, welcome back. Here we are. Stuff to do. First school run done. I'm just gonna switch over the laundry that I put in before I left. Hopefully I can, gosh, I don't want to put too much, like, I don't want to put too many expectations on myself to get a certain number of things done, because we all know how that goes. Last week for me was just like a mentally tough time. Oh, what an angle this is. So I'm just still kind of recovering from that, and I had a lot of expectations on myself during that time to get stuff done, and I just couldn't manage it. So more or less the goal, I think, for right now as far as chore things go is going to be just keep moving. Like, don't sit, don't get stagnant. I love to fold all of my laundry, put all of my laundry away. Yes, of course I would, but does that mean I can realistically do that with the amount of laundry that I have? No. So I also have a game this afternoon, and that takes up a big chunk of time. It is home, so it takes up a little bit less time, because then we don't have the traveling on top of the game itself. So I should be pretty well set up for a week to get stuff done. We only have 2 games this week, and usually we have 3 games a week, and both of our games are home this week, so I don't have the traveling on top. So if I'm going to get any sort of leg up on the things that need doing, this would be the week to do it. All right, I don't know if I have any like gear for the game today that's clean too, so I'm hoping that there's some gear in that laundry I just put into the dryer, or else we'll have to improvise. I've been really slow to get to cleaning. I still have an hour before I have to go get Poppy. Look, I emptied the vacuum of all of the stuff. and my trash can is too small for like the canister thing to like dump into it nicely. So just don't mind that. I am changing my clothes soon. Still a little bit more tidying to do, like that table's not completely cleared off, and this needs addressing, and of course this as always. But I really don't want to. What I would love to do is kind of just lay down and take a nap, if I'm being fully honest. My friend wasn't able to do a cleaning call today because she had a dentist appointment, and I was like, oh, I should probably go do that walk-in care thing now. Do that today. But I didn't, because I don't take my health seriously, apparently. More things to do, or should we just nap? I am going to try to lock in for an hour, just like 1 hour. My main goal is to do that and the floors, and probably tidy this up again because of course it has it got messy again. It got messy again. So to lock in, I think what I'm going to do is put on some music. I'm thinking like an actual musical. I'm thinking the Heathers musical. It has a lot of like good singing bops, and try to vibe and clean for an hour, and then head out to do a quick grocery shop before I grab Poppy from school. I think that is the play. I'm out of coffee. I'm out of creamer. I've been drinking too much Red Bull again. I've been scrolling because I'm just trying to avoid the inside of my skull. And yeah, I'm just not where I would like to be. I would also need to do a 2-mile run today, but I can do that on the treadmill after the kids are home. 2 miles I feel like is my max on a treadmill. I don't like to go more than 2 miles. It gets very boring. I don't like running on a treadmill. Also, my throat is feeling a little bit better. No, I have not gone to see anybody about it. No, it is not completely healed from whatever is going on, but it hasn't been killing me like it was 3 days ago. So I'm just going to continue to be delusional. Let's go. Oh, it's also gonna rain this afternoon, so the game we were meant to have today is canceled, which works out actually really well for me because Owen has his first concert tonight. He's gonna be doing some singing, so now it's a little less hectic with the running around situation, which works for me, so I'll take it. My throat is actually starting to feel a bit better. Like when I swallow, it doesn't have like a lingering pain happening. So that's a positive. Should I have gone to go get it checked 2 weeks ago? Yes. Am I just going to ignore it now and move on? Also, yes. I am still having a lot of trouble staying asleep once I go to sleep. I usually wake up at least between 1 to 3 hours in the middle of the night. Maybe that's broken up. That's not always like one solid chunk, but yeah, I've been like pretty much awake for the day around 5:30 to 6:30, whether or not I have to actually get up in that moment or not. So I'm hoping to get some better blocks of sleep. I'm really toying with the idea of taking melatonin a night this week just to try to get a solid 7 to 8 hours of sleep without waking up. The big thing I want to do right now, clean out the fridge, put laundry away, and wash a load of laundry. So let's get going. Bobby's just having a little snack at the second and watching some TV. So we just got finished playing Old Maid and Go Fish, so we've been having fun playing card games lately. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. It is the weekend. It's just about to go noon. Both my kids are in school at this second, and as far as my marathon training stuff goes, today is cross training day, so I do want to get down to the basement. at some point, what are you doing? So I'd like to get down to the basement today before the afternoon because Owen has his first baseball game today. My girls yesterday were like, can we do morning practice? So I've already had softball practice, so that is a positive. Let me let the dogs in. However, I was up way before my alarm this morning, so I've been awake since about 4 a.m. And Owen's game isn't until 6, and my mom is staying the night, which means Dave and I will, why are you here again? I probably want to go out for a date, and then I've got t-ball in the morning, so. But at least as far as coaching goes, the only thing I need to do tonight is type up a weekend workout for the girls, and that's it. As far as like the more intensive planning coaching goes, because t-ball is pretty go with the flow. Look at this baby. Are you enjoying it? You usually don't let me hold you this long. I was gonna use my hands though because I wanna show them what I got from the store. So Poppy's feet have grown to the next size up, and both of her sneakers don't fit anymore. The cleats she got in the fall for soccer don't fit anymore. So I went out after, hey, no thank you. So I went out to Dick's and I found her these little cleats in her size. Look how cute. She still needs a pair of sneakers for the summer for like going to the playgrounds and going on hikes and stuff. But my friend said that she would look through some shoes that her kids have outgrown and maybe I can get the right size there. But look at these little cleats. Look at these. Unnecessary for t-ball, but how cute. I also needed to go to Dick's because I needed to invest in a new pair of running shoes, because if I'm going to start training like officially for this marathon, next week is meant to be like the opening week for like pre-training week, and I don't want to be breaking in new shoes halfway through this plan. I want to start breaking them in with the lower mileage runs. So I went and got a new pair. These are the Clifton 10s. Last year for my half marathon I got Clifton 9s, and I enjoy them. I don't know if I want to go up in like heel drop on my next pair of running shoes, but these were 20% off, so that actually really worked out because they are an investment. I didn't have any feet issues. Hey, don't eat that. I didn't have any foot issues during my last year training with my Clifton 9s, but the year before that I was just using basic generic sneakers. Like I didn't go for any shoe that was like a specialized running shoe. I just had used the sneakers that I had and used those to train for the half marathon in 2024. And my feet did not feel good. Like my toes were just way too squished. I feel like I had a lot more like knee pain and hip pain and stuff, just because there wasn't as much like cushion and stuff. But I'm getting older, so I'm like, might need to start thinking about thinking about more supportive shoes. I just want to show you that. Got those today. I'll probably break them out next week. I'll probably finish out this week on my current sneakers. I am exhausted though, so I'm going to eat some food, have some quick carbs, maybe an apple, banana, just like something before the workout. Watch like a 15-minute video, wait for that to settle, and then get down to the basement. We've made it to Sunday, the day that I have less to do, but I still have things that I volunteered for. I've offered to help the local rec program do some softball drills on Sundays with catchers. Well, pitchers and catchers, but I was never a pitcher, so I'm gonna help with the catching side of things. And I'm not fully sure if we're doing it today or not. The communication's been a little bit vague, and I think a lot of it goes onto Facebook, and I don't have Facebook on my phone, so it's a little bit harder to access. Not impossible. I can do it right now, actually. Maybe they've posted about it on their Facebook page, so that's going to affect how we do the rest of this afternoon. Okay, it looks like there's a kid signed up to catch. I will be going and helping with that today at 4. So that'll give me about 4 hours to do some stuff. I have not fueled my body very well today. I also have a 5K planned, I've had a piece of toast and 2 cinnamon rolls this morning. So we're gonna do peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that I've just picked up from the store. I'm gonna eat these, and I'm gonna go take a little wander around Bull Moose, and then I'm going to go find maybe like some trails around here to do my 5K at. Bread is bad. The bread is very bad. I wish I'd grabbed an Uncrustable instead, but you live and you learn. Oh, I don't like the noise it makes. We'll see how much of this I can stomach. I'm listening to I'll Be Gone in the Dark by Michelle McNamara, and I am not much of a true crime girly. It hurts my heart a lot, but the book club at the library is going to be doing this book later in the month, and I might be able to attend, so I just want to make sure I've read the book, so if I can attend, I don't have to like rush to read it. I'm about halfway done with it now, and it is actually a very interesting read. Oh, I feel nauseous. I don't know if it was that sandwich or just like too much sugar in the morning, but went into Bull Moose and look, we have the iconic bag, the iconic Bull Moose bag. I thought they didn't give this out anymore, and I was really sad. So I'm happy to see the iconic bag. I did get 3 books. Let me show you what I got. Oh my gosh, I need to do something. It's hot in here. Okay. I spent less than $30, so that's good. I got a copy of Frankenstein because I'm trying to read more just like well-known classic literature. And it's not too big, and it was $3. I don't know when I'm gonna dig into this. I don't know when I'm gonna dig into any books. I have definitely slowed down my reading since the spring, which we expected. We thought that was gonna happen. I got a copy of The Possession of Alba Diaz. I've been spending a lot of time in the horror section, but I haven't been picking up and like grabbing a lot of books, but this was $12, and I've heard good things about it, and it's hardcover. And for $12 again, I got a copy of Spectacular Things. It's set in Maine, and I've got some other set in Maine books. Like there's something I would like to do if I was better at my book channel. We're gonna see if we can get it together enough to do it over the summer, but I got this. I've been eyeing this book for a while, and the hardcover, again, was on sale. So there's a bunch of horror books I've been seeing in Bull Moose that I am waiting for a secondhand copy to come in so I don't buy it at full price. So I keep waiting for like a secondhand version of, excuse me, Bat Eater and Other Names for Corazang, and Murder Bimbo I would love a secondhand copy of, and The Eyes Are the Best Part, which they had new copies in there for the same price as the hardcovers I just got. And I was like, I don't know. Not that I'm currently reading a lot, but buying books and reading books are 2 different hobbies, right? Now I think I'm gonna go find a trail and go do a little 5K before I get ready for softball clinics this afternoon. And then I have to double check to see how long these clinics are, because I think they're like an hour and a half of just one thing, like just catching. All right, we've looped around. It's now been a full week. So I'm going to hopefully have a cleaning call with my friend today and tidy up whatever is going on over here. And I really need to get up to the kids' room, but that's gonna be it for this video. I feel like we've done enough. Are you good? Cat jumping up on the counter almost knocked everything off. These freaking cats. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.